Welcome back to Scorching Hot Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to the new GORILLAZ album, The Mountain. We have actually heard this already.
That's my wrestler name, by the way.
We have actually heard this already at the Vinyl Whistle. They did a playthrough on Monday. But we were chatting away, so I haven't properly experienced the album experience. Double up on the experience. But
we're going to be doubling up on the experience in this one.
That is very true. And from what we heard, I really enjoyed it. So I'm really glad this is out now. I enjoyed the singles, but a lot of GORILLAZ work can be sometimes a little bit inconsistent just with the amount of collaborators. But from what I remember, it felt very sort of like considered and well packaged. Yeah. So I just want to dive in. Yeah. First track, The Mountain. And apparently there's 5 languages on here, which is very cool. So I'm
talking my language.
I'm intrigued to see how it all comes together.
Boing.
I feel like I'm getting introed into a film.
I'm meditating.
That flute is insane.
The mountain.
Straight into the moon cave. Talk about sucking you into an album experience. I think we've lost Max. How's your little meditation?
I am reborn, a Tibetan monk. Genuinely, that is one of the most beautiful instrumental pieces that I've heard in quite a while.
It was just immaculate. I love the Eastern influences. I believe that some of this album, if not all of it, was recorded in India, and that kind of came across from the listening experience on Monday. But yeah, I mean, in the headphones as well, like you're just picking up on so many different layers, and the flute for me in particular.
That felt so powerful. I felt like I was on the Salt March with Mahatma Gandhi.
All knowledge.
Wow, I love an album with an instrumental intro.
Yeah, same.
It very rarely flops, and it hasn't flopped. However, I've had my eyes closed so long, I've genuinely got slowed. I felt that.
Yeah, there's some massive lights behind the cameras, like you're taking your school photo, and whenever you like open your eyes after having them closed for a while, it's like you've just entered heaven.
I feel big now, genuinely.
Right, let's get into the moon cave then. See if we can revitalise us.
Song of the summer. Get me on holiday.
Like a butterfly, give me any. I'ma let it slide, bet you I'ma like I'm in the sky. Look at how I wanna let the ideas just up high like a new hot. To the empire's finna fall down. From the energy to burn the wall down. Or the mothership gon' call down like Orson. The heat gon' be scorching.
Maybe I should just wait just a little bit.
Damn girl.
Already, just with the arrangements and the like amount of runtime given to just the pure instrumentation, it is very like soundtrack.
I know what you mean. Yeah, that bass was like just zip zapping around my head.
Yeah, and
I really liked that. It had like a real synth poppy but like a very 80s inspired kind of thing going on, just bass wise.
Yeah, it was like very disco inspired, I thought. And then like Black Thought came in, tied it all together. Super smooth verse as usual. I think it was Jillian and Gonda in the background as well, which is just a sick collab to get them both on the same song. Yeah, it was. I thought it sounded like him.
The track list is so insane because like the paragraphs, because of how many features there are.
Yeah, which is why I'm like a little bit nervous. Like, how is everyone going to like come together? But already, I mean, like based off the first two, and multiple collaborators, and it's been amazing. Like the production's just phenomenal. Quite hypnotic as well.
Happy Dictator. Come on then.
We've already done a reaction to this one on the channel, and we loved it. So let's see how it fits into the album experience.
Oh, what a happy name.
The shadows they are forming, come and join me center stage. If you're empty and abstracted and your broken heart is full of rage. So look out to the west now, see where the devil lies. No more bad news, so you can sleep well at night.
That was so loud.
Sorry.
Bad news, so you can sleep well at night.
Yeah, I love that just as much in the album experience.
You know what I love about Gorillaz in general?
Yep.
You know that kind of walkie-talkie kind of effect that Damon Albarn has on his voice a lot of the time?
Yeah.
Especially on something like this. It always makes me think of like the song or the album is The Journey on a Plane, and Damon Albarn's my pilot talking to the passengers over the radio.
Yeah, because their voices are always so fuzzy. Often to the point where you can't tell what they're saying and it's pointless listening into the safety briefing. But
We'll be landing in an hour. Delayed 24 hours.
yeah, always inaudible. Yeah, I love that. I love that song. I love the synth pop, new wavy synthesizers in there. I love the backing vocals from Sparks. Just super catchy banger and super hypnotic. I think all three of these first tracks have been quite hypnotic, but also with like a sense of hopefulness.
It is a very bright album.
Let's keep going. The hardest thing.
Go bed then.
You know the hardest thing is to say you love. Do you break down inside, wondering how?
We could have Sean DePaul here.
That's not what I was thinking at all.
Or the second coming of Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't stop.
Oh,
No! Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be an extended intro into a song.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if like, what have we got now?
Teardrop Explodes.
Orange County is going to follow up from that. But yeah, there was a line in there. I mean, there weren't many lyrics, but there's a line in there where it was like, something about it's so hard to say goodbye to someone you love, and that kind of really changed the tone of the album.
Yeah, there was a complete switch in the very dark, moody synth pads in the background went from generally ambient and mysterious to actually quite dark. In that, it did a chord switch after he said that.
Yeah, and I mean, this album is shaped, I think, by the passing of Damon and then Jamie's fathers. I think they passed only like a few days apart. So I wonder if that's maybe going to be a theme that crops up more. I don't know. The soundscape's not really matched that so far, but then that's kind of, I don't know.
Well, I suppose maybe it's the kind of thing, if we're going to a spiritual realm, it seems very, you go into oneself.
Yeah.
And maybe there is a lot of brightness and a lot of these, it's very zen.
Yeah.
And maybe you have to be zen first and then you have to face the inner dark synth pads before you can come out the other end of the album.
Yeah, and we know there's some like more happy stuff in here as well. So
that one might be able to get on a t-shirt.
Right, Orange County, let's go.
Now the hardest thing is to say goodbye
Oh, so-
to someone you love.
Yeah, so it's played
Kind of
into the
was
song.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
That's the hardest thing.
Now, I said this in the listening experience the other day. More songs need whistling in them. I love it when a song features a whistle.
It does go 50-50 though, because sometimes it gets a bit annoying. But sometimes when it builds around the whistle, I'm there for it.
I mean, I like this already, straight away. This is a good use of a whistle.
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love.
Damn.
That's the hardest thing. I don't know if I can take this anymore. So why you trying to break me? I don't know if I can stay on board.
Before I get the chance to grow.
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That's the hardest thing.
A little fade out.
Third preferred. Yeah.
I'll let it keep fading. I won't interrupt just yet. Yeah, for me.
Weakest track so far.
What? No, favourite.
Really?
For me, that was that.
It was still good, but that didn't blow me away.
No, for me, really interestingly, I was actually quite moved by that. I think Damon's performance really contrasted the sort of sweet, kind of seemingly uplifting instrumental, especially with the whistling.
Yeah.
But then that line, I mean, even from the last track, it just hit me kind of straight away. And I think maybe just knowing about the passing of his father, I'm assuming that's who he's talking about. But it's one of them things you can apply to anything in life.
In general,
It's if you're saying bye to a friend or like a break, whatever it is. Or it doesn't even have to be a person. It's just like something you love and you've had that connection with being able to say goodbye to it. It's often one of them hardest things. I know that's something I've personally struggled with in the past. It's just like that feeling, like letting go. And then, I don't know, it really contrasted the instrumental. Like the whistle, I thought it was going to be quite a bright song and it had a bit of a bop to it. But there's something almost about the whistling in the end that seemed almost like, I genuinely don't know how to describe it. I just love the contrast. I think that is my favourite.
No, I know what you mean. I don't think it was bad at all. I still liked it. It just didn't. All the other songs so far have completely blown me away. That was just kind of, that was a good song.
Damn. Well, that's the joy of music. Right, The God of Lion featuring Idols.
Who am I? Are you happy with your housing? Are you climbing up the walls? Are you deafened by the headline? Your blessed Father, anointed by fear of death.
Loving it.
He's so restrained on this, though. I like seeing him in this concept.
This makes me think of that time when I said about how I had a crush on him when he did the CBeebies Bedtime Story thing, because he's got such like a rich and gruff voice. He's like a dark morning coffee. I'm liking this. It's really weirdly reminded me of Ghost Town by The Specials.
Right, okay.
There's something about it, like an element of mystery and maybe part. I don't know.
I think for me, this is just kind of reminding me, like, this is probably the most classic Gorillaz song, I think, so far.
Yeah.
If you can even say what is a classic Gorillaz song.
Yeah,
But
I know what you mean.
Damon Albarn, you've kind of seen this type of performance from him before, but it's something I never really get sick of.
Yeah.
Love the kind of like slow, moody bounce to the track. But yeah, most interesting to me is just Joe's performance on this.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
It feels very restrained.
Why don't you say that you think I got no glory? Hope is behind, and I wanna get high.
Sound like King Cruel at the end there.
I thought that.
Yeah.
I like that. That was good.
Really enjoyed that. Don't really have anything much more to add.
No, banger.
Let's get into the next track.
Is out the next day, tired, but not for the machine without you. Man's in chains is my thought. I got my life straight. I thought I changed it. But it seems this transition, but I don't know what to say. Release me now. An empty dream machine without you.
I'm not sure about that.
I quite like it. That's it. Oh, sorry, Blackfoot.
I just like that the first time we did it, and I liked it even less the second time.
No, I think, I mean, first thing I say, I think this album has a bit more like emotional depth than I've maybe given it credit for on when we listened the other day, because obviously we were chatting and stuff, and there are a few sort of more darker moments. Like this is, again, a bit of like a moving one, and I do quite like the use of the auto-tune on this. It almost feels like, I mean, I've not really fully dived into what he's talking about exactly, but I feel like it's almost like some external pressures kind of taking control and just like throwing him off, but then he kind of comes back around into his more like subdued melodies. I'm assuming Black Thought's going to kind of come with the same energy. We'll just go back a little bit to hear the first part of his verse again. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Not so much for you.
Just that bit, really. Other than that, I'm liking it. It's just that bit's kind of ruining it for me. It's like, because yeah, I agree, there is a touching element to this, but or maybe the effect on that is trying to make it sound like he's got like a shaky emotional voice or maybe like a drowning kind of thing, but it's so kind of robotic that it kind of makes everything feel completely artificial and takes away from all the kind of like authenticity of it.
No, I don't know. I disagree. I feel like it gives it this more like
I also just think it sounds silly. I don't think it sounds good. It's simple as that, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it gives it this like futuristic kind of dystopian sort of effect to it. Anyway, let's keep going.
An empty dream machine without you. Listening to Asha sing dumb, model dumb. We acquire honor from it, but a modicum. A heart driven by the drum is what I borrow from. And a deity that's trapped like a prisoner. It's a rap like Chiba rolled up into the Rizzler. When you black like Evil D, or black like Sizzler. I need you on my team. I need you on my team. The vision is distorted. I love you, girl. I need you on my team. Automatic reply. Empty dream machine without you.
This is so strong so far for me.
I'm not sure about Damon's delivery on that one. I just didn't like his voice, and I also just thought lyrically, like, quite boring. That one didn't blow me away at all. And it also kind of lost me at the end. Like, obviously, like sometimes it's good when a song has a bit of a crescendo where it has like a repeated thing, but like, I just think I went on for a little bit too long there.
I quite like it. I like the chemistry at the end there, I like the back and forth. That's what I was going to say.
I did, but it was just too long.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say as well, sometimes what lets Gorillaz albums down is the lack of chemistry, and like some collaborations feel a bit shoehorned. So far, I feel like everyone's working so well together despite the range of artists.
I'd agree with that, to be fair. I've not, to be fair, features-wise, I've had zero complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, like everyone's delivering. Black Thought's verse on there was incredible. I need to go back to that one to kind of like pick up a lot of the bars. Honestly, one of the most not underrated. He definitely gets his credit, but like I think in this day and age, like Black Thought's a little bit forgotten. Unfortunately, solo stuff like Cheat Codes is insane, and his debut was insane. Obviously, he's worked with the Roots as well, just incredible. Some of the best stuff, but. I don't know. I just feel like he's still severely underappreciated in the grand scheme of hip hop.
He's on quite a lot of songs on this, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got quite a few features on here. So yeah, just can't wait to hear him again.
Yeah, I'm enjoying him.
I'm enjoying him. Right, the Manifesto next. 7 minutes. This was one of the singles. We've had a couple of the singles already, actually.
Antes de irme, cada paso una enseñanza. Sigo con confianza tan rápido que el tiempo no me alcanza. No busco alabanza, menos falsas esperanzas. Descansa, como cuando estabas en la panza y despierta. Toma la carta en el asunto. No tienda la luz que me llama. A mí mi futuro me reclama. Camino hacia la luz. Camino. I have nothing to lose. Camino hacia la luz, Camino hacia la luz, man.
Despite not understanding a word he's saying, unfortunately, that chorus is already stuck in my head.
I'm vibing. Despacito.
That is the most generalised.
The only problem is, I feel like we've had like, see now, this is maybe where we're getting into the kind of disconnect thing. We've kind of been going for like a Eastern influence kind of thing, and now it's all like Hispanic, and I kind of feel a bit lost now. I'm vibing, but like,
I wonder if this is maybe going to be like a portion of this album. Maybe it's like split up. I don't know.
I was liking the Eastern thing.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I think I remember when we listened on Monday, it does like come back. I feel like that's maybe the main narrative.
But they think maybe this just might be a bit of an anomaly in the track list, which
bit of a detour.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll. I mean, it's not my favourite so far, but I'm vibing.
Actually, still in the percussion and the flute, it is quite Eastern, to be fair.
Yeah. I think it's a rhythm thing that's a bit more like...
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Lose yourself. If you don't stop now, then you're never gonna be done.
I forgot this is a 7 minute one. I was kind of thinking this was going to be more than like 3 minute poppy ones.
On the mountain.
West Side Gun?
Not listed.
It's more like it.
Ready for death until I show the whole breath until you blow the one set my niggas throw up. How many times I gotta prove you're not to test me? This ooze can be taste the shroom head that murder fairies. A recovering heroin addict looking down the barrel of my parents' attic. Got this shotgun.
This is the best flow ever.
My triggers have turned a pump.
So cool.
Losing your chumps. Doing that movement, y'all jump. It's fucking alright, come on, let's go. Woo.
So much better.
Suena la armónica, rinde la cuenta. Te reúno, te saca la venda pa' que veas que la realidad no está en venta. Sigo buscando el final del túnel. Busco esa luz que al final nos une.
I was gone in that last bit.
Yeah, that bit me as well.
I'm not gonna lie, they probably should have just been like 2 separate songs that had a transition. I don't know about the interconnectivity of that. Did it need to be 7 minutes? I don't know how well it worked together.
Yeah, I think 80% of it I liked. However, I do just think, I assume that was Spanish.
Yeah.
Just kind of didn't fit in there. I feel like if you're gonna go in a direction, go in that direction. And if you're going to go in another one, go in that other direction just as much. You can't go, I'm going to go all the way this way and do a complete detour in the other direction and then back into it. Just felt disconnected for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily against the whole, like, the Spanish thing, because I actually think that...
I'm not against it, I just don't think it fitted.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I actually quite like the contrast to the stuff we've already had. Like, if this album's, an hour and 6 minutes or whatever... I do want it to kind of go in a few different directions. You've got to keep me entertained. And I was entertained. My main thing with that song, I just don't know how like connected they were as sort of two, like the beat switch. I mean, it was hard when it came in, but I think it's just because the instrumentation.
Who was that verse, by the way?
That was Trueno.
there was something about that beat, and his delivery was like really slow and collected, but his flow was like, I swear there was something really interesting about it that was kind of just...
The rhyme scheme was sick.
Yeah.
Like, he was going off.
I was just literally here like reacting like it was the hardest thing ever, and it was like, I was like, why am I overreacting to this? But like, it was fucking tough.
Yeah. The thing is as well with that track, it's like not my usual thing, but I think that's why I love Gorillaz so well. It's like, so well.
You love them so well.
That's why I love like what Damon does with all the collaborations and stuff.
Yeah.
Is you never get these types of songs outside of a Gorillaz album experience.
Yeah.
They just don't happen, which is why it's so unique and why I'm maybe a little bit more allowing of some weird detours, because I do actually think that a lot of the time it actually does like pay off because it's quite creative still. So far as well, so creative. It feels very like considered and focused, which a lot of this recent stuff hasn't, to be honest.
Yeah. Just saying, by the way, we're only halfway through the album.
Yeah.
By the time it's been another 50 minutes, it's going to have been an hour and 40. The cameras will die before then.
No, they weren't. If not,
Before an hour and 40, they will.
we can just plug it in there. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. That's fine then. Just
We've not done one as long as this yet, have we? No, we
a
haven't.
reaction video?
Yeah, I know.
Not an hour and 40, no.
The longest one I've done was Plantoid, which was about 50, and that. But because I was on my own, it was shorter.
We're already at 50.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But I don't know what you were expecting. It's an hour video. You've got to add about
No, yeah.
nearly double the time for chat.
I didn't realise it would double it, to be fair. But yeah, let's carry on.
Next track, Delirium, with a posthumous Marky
name.
Smith feature. So let's see how he's going to fit in. I remember
Posthumous?
he's dead.
Marky Smith?
He died in like 2018.
I genuinely didn't know he was dead.
He's been dead nearly a decade, I swear.
Yeah, 2018. Genuinely didn't know he was dead.
There's quite a few posthumous features on here as well, to be fair. So that again, maybe it's that theme of...
Maybe that's why I didn't think he was dead, because it's on the album.
Yeah, but there's a few, like Bobby Womack, who else? I won't go through them all, but there's a few. Yeah, I mean, there's so many names on here, I can't read it all right now.
Genuinely, fully thought Marky Smith was alive. Didn't even question the fact that he might be dead.
But I think that...
Oh, that's a shame. He wouldn't have even been that old. I swear I was talking to someone the other day. Oh, I've had a conversation with someone about Marky Smith as if he's still alive and they've not told me. So that's just not great.
That's poor from you as well, because you're a massive Fall fan.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just going to say that I do think maybe there's a bit of a conscious effort to include some posthumous verses on here from people, with kind of the framing of this album being maybe centered around like Damon's reflection on his father passing and like Jamie's father passing. So yeah, I don't know if that's a conscious effort, but I mean, I think it's working so far. So let's see what Delirium has to offer.
Hear the drum.
Yep.
There's panic on the mountain 'cause the new god's come. He doesn't let me in.
How is Marky Smith going to work on here?
Don't worry, Pretty much.
He was acting like he's not heard it before.
I was drunk.
Hope that you can hear me calling.
Привет, меня зовут Влад, и я зубная фея.
I love Marky Smith. Rip the goat. 6 years left. 6 years left. 6 years late. Oh my God, 8 years late. It's not even 2024 anymore.
No, not anymore.
2016 now.
I salute Damon Albarn, because a lot of these collaborations, how did he think, like, this is where I'm going to employ a Marky Smith feature?
My only thing is, you're saying, oh, maybe it's a conscious effort to include posthumous features.
Yeah.
It can't have been like a plan of, oh, I'm going to have a thing from Marky Smith on here when he dies, because would it be a thing of, oh, I want some dead people on here, so some So then you like reach out to like the estate sort of was like, oh, have you got any vocals? Or
No, I'm assuming
how do you reckon it works?
it'll be from like collaborations that they had when they were still like with us.
That then just never came out, and then they decided to put it on the album.
Yeah, I feel like this is like in a lot of albums, like you maybe get like one posthumous feature, kind of like someone that's maybe long-standing collaborator, and a lot of them on here that have passed are and have been on like numerous Gorillaz albums. But I feel like there's a bit of an effort with how many are included. I don't know, might be reading into it too much, but it's just something that kind of struck me. Yeah, how did he think, oh, I'm going to get Marky Smith on that song?
Delirium!
It worked, though. That was sick. He was just rapping. Right, next one, Damascus.
You wouldn't want him singing a nice chorus, would you, to be fair? Other than I'm Going to Spain.
I don't know if he does nice, does he?
I'm Going to Spain is a lovely song.
Yeah. Where are we going now?
Damascus. Literally. George Copland.
That is not where I expected I was going.
Fresh, top down on your radio. DA in the place you so fresh. Suleiman in the place you know. Make them all replace you. New brand news in our old school voice. Hush, Habibti, it's time to make noise. Here to navigate the waves, free and joy. New brand news in a soulful voice. Hush, Habibti, it's time to make noise. Fuddle, yalla, hallelujah, holla. Turkish coffee, Starbucks, you corny. Navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back. DA in the place you so. Dante in the place you so. Suleiman in the place you know. Make them know everywhere you go. Top down on your radio.
That felt criminal to stay sat down while it's like, I don't even speak.
Oh, when Gorillaz do a tour of South Asia, they're just going to be the biggest tour of all time.
It will go crazy over there.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Because we're seeing Gorillaz at Primavera. So far, this album's so strong.
Again, forgot they were there because everyone's there.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
Well, I'm working a shift at First Hour. Fun fact: I work at First Hour at Delirium in Leeds. I'm working where they're there. So if it's loud enough, I'll get a free show.
Yeah. Well, also if you finish in time, you can just kind of go in after, can't you? I don't know. Do you normally finish in time?
Yeah, but you can't really just go in, can
No,
you?
yeah, you're allowed. Have you never done that?
Nope. I know you'll be allowed to because you.
No, I'm not. I'm leaving further out than you are when I'm there because I'm in like the VIP
I've just
section.
well, to be fair, there's never been anyone good there when I've been there. Could have gone to see Pantera.
There's been better people than Pantera.
Ollie Mars.
There's Bob Dylan. Did you work that one?
Heard him.
Oh, actually, yeah, he was poor, wasn't he?
Forget the never meet your heroes, never listen to your heroes live.
When they're mid-80s, I think it's a little bit more forgivable. Anyway.
I can't believe I didn't know that you could go in after.
Yeah, you just walk in and like you just stand in like the...
Are you genuinely allowed?
I've done it on like 2-3 different shows.
What the hell?
I can't remember.
Well, I'm just doing that for Gorillaz then, all right.
Yeah, well, if not, you'll get to enjoy it fully at Primavera. But yeah, another such a unique collab. I loved Omar's voice on that. He brought such good energy and like charisma, and then you see...
That was just pure vibes.
Yeah, you see him super smooth with his flows as well. Again, the chemistry between the features and just the instrumentation just paying off really well. I'm absolutely loving this.
See, I like that. Like, obviously, different language again, different kind of style, but fitted in with the instrumental more and the structures and the rest of the album. So that was much better than the Spanish one.
The Manifesto. I don't know. I actually did like that as a little bit of a sidetrack. I just didn't think it maybe is it.
I don't think that paid
together.
Off. Yeah, fair.
But I did like it as a bit of a switch up. All right, next one, Casablanca. We've got the Clash and the Smiths on this song.
Well, Paul Simon and Johnny Marr.
Paul Simon and Johnny Marr. But I mean, like, you wouldn't ever expect to get members of the Clash and the Smiths on the same song. So let's see how this turns out. You can trust me.
I want to look at him.
I'm here in the painting. Always remain open as they stare into the abyss.
I like that.
I don't know anything.
kind of wanted that to be a bit longer.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that was perfect. We've had a few long ones. I feel like it's
I'd swap around though. Some of the longer ones I would have shortened and then I'd make that one longer. That's one of my favourites so far. Yeah. Those strings were just incredible.
Again, if you told me that we were going to have members of the Clash and the Smiths linking up, you wouldn't have put that where the collaboration would end up. I just checked as well. Paul only had backing vocals, so I mean, like, there wasn't any sort of like actual bass playing. I don't think, just what the credits said on Apple Music right now. But yeah, I actually think this might be Gorillaz' most like emotive project and maybe reflective.
Yeah, it seems very rooted in like, it's very spiritual. It's talking a lot. There's quite a lot of symbolism and stuff it just feels like it's a lot of, with obviously the focus on death and stuff, there is a lot of that transition and the afterlife and maybe the spiritual stuff that it's going into is kind of Damon's mental exploration of what lies beyond.
Yeah. Yeah. Next track, The Sweet Prince.
You. That's the highlight aspect of the album.
I've loved all the Eastern instrumentation.
Yeah, I have. That's been my standout.
It's been so good. It's playing in my head.
But mixed in with a beautiful guitar part. Anyone on this one, by the way?
Yeah, we got a few. If we got. Some of these like people I've not actually heard of. Oh, Johnny Marr.
I was going to say that might be Johnny Marr.
Yeah, a few of us as well. We got AJ.
You can keep playing it.
Prasanna and Anushka Shankar. Yeah, but yes, for the features, I want to give them the credit because I haven't been shouting out everyone, but we'd be here all day if we were shouting out everyone.
That just made me think of Johnny Marr.
Because he probably is in.
Yeah.
There are stars far away. A man.
It's quite psychedelic.
A lot of it has been, to be fair.
Like a Beach Boys were.
You hold in your hand. I found myself by your bedside. Way.
Damn.
Sweet friends, don't be sad. Pop into the next life.
I was going to say, please don't be over. This might be my favourite so far.
Also, genuinely, like, I'm quite close to crying. No, genuinely, this is so moving. I feel like this feels like Damon singing to his father, maybe in his last moments, maybe in the hospital or something.
It feels like a nursery rhyme. It feels like a comforting. It feels like a. I get what you mean. It's like it's a comforting song, but it's not supposed to be comforting for me. It's the process of comforting someone else.
I think, it must be quite therapeutic for Damon being able to get this out in musical form. But for me, it just seems like he's almost speaking to his dad in the hospital. There was a line about like, I was trying to say that I loved you, but you just looked the other way.
You said damn quite loud.
Yeah, because it did that really like pulled my heartstrings, I won't lie. Yeah, and now we're getting some gorgeous instrumentation, it sounds like.
Oh, I love that shit, bro. That's up my street. That's my cup of tea. Please don't be over. Yeah, that's my favourite on the album.
Yeah, I might agree with you. Definitely of the slower, more moving ones, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, that really hit me. Like, especially that line that I brought up. Damn.
I think so far, the last song, the intro instrumental, and Happy Dictator are my favourite songs.
I'm not going to lie.
They're all kind of in the same realm.
There's a couple of bits that I'd tweak, like the Manifesto. I agree. I mean, we've been over it. Wasn't my favourite. Other than that, no misses. Oh, this is extremely strong for me. Like, like we're talking top 3 of the year so far level for me.
Really? I think my only criticism so far is I think it's been a bit longer than it needed to be, purely because in the midsection there is parts that are more extended than they needed to be. And again, like I said, I think that Spanish kind of flair direction in the middle, I don't know if it paid off in the way it kind of hoped it would. But yeah, I think 90% of the album so far, I've been all there for it.
Yeah. We're on the last song though now. We've got The Sad God, we've got Black Thought, he's back. Let's see how they close it up. Now I'm rebooting.
Oh, I feel like I remember this coming on and we were like, oh, this is good.
One thing worth mentioning...
this might bring us back strongly.
...is you might think, like, why are these guys reacting like they've never heard it before? We have heard it, but we were chatting and then we got extremely plastered after on a very big night out. So our memory is a little bit hazy, to say the least. I'm wheeling this. I want to hear them beeps again.
Mm-hmm. That fading doesn't even sound like it's coming from in the headphones.
Yeah, no. It's creeping up, though.
I gave you love to fill, oh glory. I gave you dreams, you wrote the story. And no more song, no more presents up in
Black moon, even if they let me into heaven, I would probably just move back soon. That Dracula Nosferatu, ooh la la Sassoon.
Black Thought's my MVP for the feature artist.
sky, sweet fantasy.
Oh my god, my fucking autoplay now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Apple Music autoplay thinks that I want to listen to Not Like Us right now. Fuck right off. That might be my album of the year. That actually might be. Those last three songs in particular.
I was kind of tweaking for a bit, like the last 30 seconds or so. I swear that flute section, towards the end, I was kind of maybe not, but when it first came in, I swear it mirrored something that it did exactly the same in the Mount and the intro.
Oh, it might have. Oh, maybe it's like cyclical nature.
I think it did.
And not meant
which
to
would
not like
make
us.
sense because if we're thinking Southern Asia,
I see where you're going.
mountainous region, monks, Buddhism, reincarnation, the mountain.
Yeah. And a lot of the topical focus being about life and then obviously the afterlife and stuff as well. Yeah. Nah, genuinely, maybe. Honestly, I think that's potentially, it's definitely top 5 Gorillaz. I actually might be top 3. That actually might be the best album since Plastic Beach.
Yeah.
Genuinely. That was actually something so special. I honestly think it's one of them ones that, because there was a few kind of things that are outside of my usual taste, like the Eastern influence and like the Spanish songs and the different languages, not something I'm listening to every day. Loved how it came across in this, loved how it was presented, all the chemistry and everyone that was involved in collaborating on this did such a good job.
Agreed.
I think it's actually an album that's going to grow on me.
Yeah. I think maybe same. I think there's a lot to unpack. I do think I really want to get into it lyrically because there's definitely going to be a lot to unpack in there.
Yeah.
There is potential for that to be top 3 of the album. Top 3 of the album so far. Top 3 of the year so far.
I think it actually might be my favourite. We'll see how that ages, but yeah. I loved all the different styles on there. It kind of, for me, warranted the slightly long runtime. Could have trimmed a few areas, but I actually did quite like the long soundscapes, very soundtrack-esque. And yet such a creative and inspired album. I'm glad that Damon's inspired musically, still 25 years into the Gorillaz project. It's super cool.
Yeah. I think my favourite bits of that was a lot of the Eastern influenced instrumentation,
definitely,
especially when it kind of was mixed in with synth pads and all that kind of stuff and made like a really beautiful ambient side of things. I think I preferred that over the kind of more pop-centric, quite bouncy tracks because maybe that's just less my usual kind of thing, but still very much enjoyed it. Because Marquis Smith was on one of them tracks, and I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just because Marquis Smith, because all he did was make some noises and say Requiem a couple of times. No, Requiem. I'm thinking of Killing Joke.
Delirium.
Delirium.
Yeah. I think my favourite was any of them last three. That last three run was incredible.
I agree. First section, last section, dotted good bits in the middle as well.
I probably agree with Orange County. I actually think the slower, more moving songs was where this album really, really like peaked. There was a few moments in here where I was genuinely touched up, and I think if we weren't recording...
Touched up is not what you meant to say there at all.
Apologies, let's rephrase that. Where I was moved. And if we weren't recording, I genuinely think I could have shed a tear on a couple of those songs. Just with how the album's been like framed and... I'm just looking through it. Yeah, there's not a bad song or anything close to bad. Have a look
at the track list.
Of course.
Yeah. Mountain Intro, incredible. Moon Cave, 100%. Happy Dictator, yep. Hardest Thing.
Then kind of transitioned into Orange County that I like.
Hardest Thing I think I preferred to Orange County. I'm not entirely convinced with Orange County, but I still thought it was good. I liked the one with Idols a lot, actually, yeah. Empty Dream Machine, I kind of wasn't entirely sure because of that interesting use of auto-tune, which I kind of thought took away from the emotional impact for me. The Manifesto, I'm kind of 50-50 with still. The Plastic Guru, I genuinely don't... Did we even read out that title?
What do you mean? Yeah.
I don't remember which one that was.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Maybe that's just a slightly forgettable one.
Stick it back on, I say. Refresh ourselves. Did we just miss a track?
I genuinely don't think we listened to that, by the way.
You have to check when you're editing this one. You have to check. Well, if we did, apologies.
And then anyway, Delirium, yeah. How have we managed to miss a whole track anyway? Maybe we didn't and we're just idiots. Delirium, yeah, really enjoyed that. Damascus, not my favourite, but still liked it.
Oh, I like that one.
Last four, to be fair.
Yeah.
The Shadowlight was good as well.
Wait, we didn't listen to that
we
either.
didn't listen.
Oh, I bet it's done it sometimes on release day. Apple Music like skips a couple of tracks. Like when you download it, it's...
Maybe I'm thinking of that one as Damascus then. As the fourth to last.
No, Damascus was the one with...
I know, but that's what I'm thinking. I said I like that because it's the fourth to last. I remember liking the fourth to last.
No, the last three was the ones you really like. You don't
you said all the last three and I agreed, but I liked all the last. Yeah, Damascus was good as well. Yeah. Oh well. Well, apologies. That's not entirely perfect. We've missed a couple of songs.
Oops. Oh well. I mean, if they're up to the same standard as the rest of it,
however, the fact that there's oh my god,
worst or ever.
The fact that there's oh my god, it's getting late. As much as that. There's two more songs than I thought, which means it's definitely too long. Because I thought it was too long without them anyway. I was also thinking, at the halfway point, we were 50 minutes into the recording. How have we managed to get through the second half so quickly? Because we just didn't listen to it all. Oh, sick.
Apologies, people.
Yeah.
But anyway, you should, if you've been enjoying the reaction, you should just go and listen to this.
Oh, this is going to be such an infuriating watch, just watching us not listen to a couple of the songs.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I bet there's already people commenting as well at this point where they're like, why have you just skipped a couple of tracks? Apologies. However, if you have made it this far, what emojis are we doing today? Mountain emoji. Mm-hmm. Gorilla roll like a monkey emoji.
Mm-hmm. And do whatever kind of spiritual emoji you like and maybe what this made you think about.
Yeah. And then a third one that's just, it's up to your own interpretation. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe so you don't miss our reaction videos and our usual videos that go out 7 p.m. every single Sunday. And we'll catch you in the next one.
I'm going to have a slice of bread and hit the hay. Toodles.